Hey everybody, 22nd day of August that we joined together, and our reading today comes from Colossians chapter 1, verses 19 and 20. Paul states, "For in him, being Jesus, all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether on earth or in heaven, making peace by the blood of his cross." Peace is such a fickle thing in our world. Obviously, we strive, and around Christmas time, we always hear of peace on earth, right? That little glimpse of everything kind of ceasing and there being kind of some stillness, some calmness, some collegiality between people. We look for peace in all sorts of different ways. Peace in our home. We look for peace in our job, in our workplace, healthier relationships, peace in our finances, to get our lives under control. And I don't know where we can look where there's actually peace. Because I don't know about you, but for me, the second that I feel like I have peace is the second I feel uncomfortable, like something's wrong or like there's going to be, the calm before the storm happens. So the Apostle Paul reminds us, this entire section of chapter 1 of Colossians reminds us of who Christ is, that he himself is our peace, that he had come to reconcile us to himself. In the midst of it, there was anything but peace in our hearts, in our world, in our own lives. Chaos, the opposite of peace. Sin brings about that chaos as we are separated from God. We can't repair it by our own happen chance or by trying hard enough. And so God, in his goodness, showed that he was pleased to dwell among us, known as the incarnation, Jesus living among us and declaring us righteous. God himself then acted in order to reconcile us sinners. That it is through only one way and one way alone. He came to us. We did not climb our way back to him. And by the blood of his cross, God's mercy is shown. God's justice against sin is now quelched. This is why we as Christians place such an emphasis on Jesus' work, his finished work, because our confidence as God's people rests outside of ourselves. He does not look to us and say, "Have you done enough?" No, he looks to us and he says, "It is finished." The peace won at Calvary, received by faith, and Christ continues to give that to us through his word, through his forgiveness, through the gifts of water and the word, through gifts of his body and his blood for the forgiveness of sins. These aren't just kind of mere reminders. They are gifts from Christ. And so for us, when our hearts are troubled and we long to have peace, believe me, I am a little, I don't want to say under the weather, but I'm a little tired. And my peace at this moment should be Christ. But there are moments in time where my mind says, caffeine and coffee, that's your peace right now. When your heart is troubled or conflicted or worried, do not measure God's love by the circumstances of our own lives. Look instead to the cross. For it is there where God has reconciled you back to him. For there at the cross of Christ, Christ has made peace by his blood. And as one of my professors in seminary stated, you can take that to the bank. Have a great day, everybody. Again, one service tomorrow here at St. Paul's, 9 a.m. Please make note of that. We'll see you tomorrow. God's blessings. Bye.